Hello.
Best defender in the league, Aaron Marshall. Outstanding midfielder, Wayne Howell. Team workhorse, Chrissy Adams. Mr. Lazy, Stephen Lewis. Referee's nightmare, Lance Curtin. The kid with the hardest head in the league, Daniel Weir. Brilliant striker, Chelsea Centre of Excellence player, James Huggins. Another goalkeeper with a lot of prospect, Stephen Evans. Brilliant midfielder, scoring some great goals, Thames. Everybody's original player, the only one that's been here from the very, very first day, Anthony Phillips. Well, it hasn't been with the club very long, a year younger than most of the other boys in the team. Brilliant goal scorer, John Rimmer. A boy brilliant with the ball at his feet, Jim Adams. Another great defender, Christopher Rumble. Another big boy, very strong on the ball, Austin Best. Mr. Happy, always smiling, can never stop this boy smiling, after tomorrow. About these boys here, the A&D team, everyone knows how boring I am when I talk about football, so I won't too much. We move down the line here from the end. You've got Aaron there, who's a Reading Centre of Excellence player. Jermaine trains with Reading, and Arsenal are very interested in it. Lance Curtin, a Reading Centre of Excellence player, and James Huggins, a Chelsea Centre of Excellence player. Just give them what you can do.
Stephen.
Before we move on to the man trophies, just a couple of things I want to about our parents. Some of whom have been brilliant. The first one to a guy that does most of the admin and bits and pieces to make life not very easy, and that's Neil Hopkins. The next one, to a bloke, I don't know how he puts up my moan all the time, perhaps with a lot of coaching, Leasing. Another one, to my wife, he puts up with all the moaning and wants to really interesting. bit quiet there, please. Thanks very much. Jeff Huggins, one of my strikers, dad, here in Manchester Essentials, and he's gone out of his line, worked very hard. £500 sponsorship deals, about painting sweatshirts, bags and that for next season. A lot of it's Jeff's hard work, and a lot of it is down to the board's success, and they're dealing with pay for their own promotions. So we can ask Jeff to come up and hand the cheque over to Paul. Thanks very much, Jeff.
Come on, Jeff.
Before we do the player of the year and the players player of the year, most improved player and goal scorer and everything, we just give out some trophies that the under-10s have won this season. They've been Division 1 champions. The B team have been Division 2 runners-up. The A team have been League Cup champions. They've been the Challenge Shield champions. And yesterday we had the FC Brackets as the side champions. I want to give a big applause. My captain, Danny Week, to come and collect the league trophy. The boys want to come up for the trophy. Ryan Hamilton. James Huggins. Hopkins. That's everybody, is that everybody? No, Danny. Oh, Danny Weir, yeah. The next trophy that the under-10s 18 won when they were League Cup champions. Here you go, Danny. James Huggins. Just say a couple of things about the B team before we do the trophy. Just say something about the B team, who leads have been kind out with the coaching, is that in any other club they'd be the best A team going. They're a brilliant side. Most of the boys would be good enough to be the best players in anybody's A team, I have to say. So if they want to come up and get their Division 2 runners up, let me just say that they were beaten in Division 2. It sounds like sour grapes by an A team which should have been in the second division. But well done, boys, Division 2 runners up. Come on, end of season challenge shield. So Captain Danny Week wants to come up with the trophy. The trophy that we won yesterday was the FC Bracknell. Come on, boys, was the FC Bracknell 65, which we won yesterday. And anyone that was there, everyone thought we were brilliant, but by our standards, excuse my friend, the back crap. We won the final on a penalty shootout. Three of my most prolific goal scorers all missed their penalties. And Aaron, my defender, had to step up and show them how it was done. So they want to get the trophy. Danny Week. Most improved players, players here, players here, Right, just before we do what Ian said, we just had a late arrival from our under-7 squad. He's just got here. I hope he's not just got though. National Twitter. Goalkeeper, also plays down the sevens. He's asking on the field. Well done, Luke.
Seen a second of time. Daniel Hines.
under 8. We scored extremely lot of goals. And then we've been playing short games, and he's gone on to score a terrific amount of goals this season. Nearly 100, not quite. One away he was. And one last thing, he has now scored 100 goals for the club because he scored 3 yesterday. He now tells me he scored 4 yesterday. I think he's wrong though. Our player of the year, the under-7s, was very close. And the eventual winner is Jason. We'll go that side, yeah? Go on then. We'll have Jason in the middle, yeah? Jason in the middle, and then we'll go down the side. It's been a difficult's not the word really for the under-8s. The team started off in the summer with just one player, just me and Al, one player, around the school training. And as the year's gone on, we've really slowly got better. I'd like to thank Dawn, Jason, and Sam, his mum, and all the rest of the mums and dads who've come and supported us this year. It hasn't been a lot of fun when it's been raining and we've been beaten sort of 6-0 and boys have been, well, almost giving the goals away. They've been so generous. There's me pulling my hair out saying, "What are you doing that for?" You know? Oh my God, there's another goal gone. But things are getting a lot better. And a few new players have come and it's really made a difference. The most improved player was it's quite a difficult award to give because quite a few players over the years have picked up and have done quite well. But in the end, I gave it to a boy who's played in goal. We've let him quite a lot of goals. We haven't given him up. He hasn't said I don't want to play or sulked or anything like that. He's just got on with it. So the most improved player, under 8, he plays in goal, he plays out on the pitch, leading on. There's his trophy out. Right. Top goal scorer. He's one of Thames Valley's longest serving players. This is he's done 2.5 seasons now at the club. And when he first came to the club, Alf nicknamed him shortstop because he was so small. Still call him that. Well, what can I say about him? Some days he's really good, other days he's not so bad. Most of the time he moans at me a lot. But he's a terrific team player, and he's a terrific son, Jerome Coltrane. sort of, well, he's my midfield general really. He's played defence, he's played up front. About 2 weeks ago, he probably scored a couple of the goals of the season. Absolutely terrific goals. And I was unlucky on that day. I was on another pitch watching another team, so I missed the goals. He's a really competitive player. He's got better as the season's gone on. You know, when he's missing, I have to sort of play two players in his position. I think he knows who I'm talking about, because I can see him grinning away there. Sam Oliver. Before the boys go, once again I'd like to thank the parents for all the support I've got. And there must be some more parents out there who've got under 8 kids who know some terrific players, and I'll get my checkbook out and sign them in the summer. Thanks very much. Start off with the under 10 to do the under 10s B team first. We've had a brilliant season, as I said. Running up in Division 2. We'll start off with the top goal scorer. The top goal scorer award was very close. We had a boy that had come late on in the season, who probably, if he'd been here earlier on in the season, would probably pushed the other lad a little bit further for the top goal scorer slot. But he goes for a prolific goal scorer. When he gets a dead run again, he's going to be a terrific player. Player of the year was so difficult, honestly. So many boys that put the effort in training and they listen. And the most amazing thing about this team, really truthfully, if anyone's seen the trainers, apart from now when they're talking, when we're in training, nobody says a word, they just listen. If I get it wrong, they don't laugh at me or anything. They just listen and try their best all the time. Now I mentioned a couple of people that aren't Player of the Year this year, that should have been Player of the Year, and in any other team would have been Player of the Year. One of them who isn't Player of the Year today, probably going to be disappointed, is Abdul Kamara. So I'd just like to give him a mention because he's an outstanding player. He played a terrific game for us in very tough circumstances over at Burnham, so everyone wants to give him a big clap. Player of the Year goes to a lad who's been the backbone of the B team, and really and truthfully I could have put him into the A team 2 seasons ago, but I was frightened the team would fall apart without him. Who works hard all the time, scores some terrific goals. It's Daniel Sickett. Yeah, we went the wrong way around there. So I know the player of the year, man. Didn't get it the wrong way around there. I didn't do my most improved player, who's a lad that's only played this season, has just started playing for us. They've done an outstanding season, been man of the match loads of times. It's Chris Grumman. The only difficult thing about being a manager is... The only difficult thing about being a manager, the enjoyment that the kids give you, all the hard work that's there, is brilliant. The only difficult thing is making 2 decisions. One is for Player of the Year, which is very difficult in a good side, and the other one is the most improved player, which is very difficult. The top goal scorer decided himself, and the players decided by the players. The player for the B team, who's in his first season, who's an absolutely outstanding goalkeeper, is Stephen.
about this shower that played for me. We started off with this team. We have a little bit quiet, please. We started off with this team. A few of them have been here since the beginning, with 6 boys and me down St John's. Seems like yesterday was the youngest team here. Some outstanding players there, as you've seen it come up. We're going to start off, we're going to do the most improved player that we're doing now. He's a boy that, if he played the second half of the season, the way that he played the first half of the season would have been player of the year. This kid is pure quality. That's one of the hard ones out of the way. An easy one now. The boy that's, decided the top goal scorer himself. Before we give the top goal scorer away, the top goal scorer was fought out again by the same 2 boys that was fought out by last year. Between them, Lance and Jermaine scored over 282 goals for the club, which is outstanding. Jermaine pipped Lance last year. Lance pipped Jermaine last year, and this year Jermaine's got it. Top goal scorer, Jermaine Hamilton. Player of the year, one of the most difficult things to do. Out of a team of such quality, such good players, it's very difficult. We've got a boy here who, in his first season, has been absolute class. He's the best defender in the league, he's the fastest runner in the league. In his first season, he's been signed on by Reading Centre of Excellence, Aaron Martin. Players player, with the players record player of the year. He's a lad who's played for us for 3 seasons, scored over 150 goals for the club. He plays a worst position in the team, which is the manager's son.